Sang Kim. I'm painter. I'm glad to have chance to say congratulations to Gio and Love Your Depot team. My first solo exhibition was held at her storage located in Yeongchang-dong in Seoul at 2012. It's called Feet of Integrity. It was right after my degree show at university. I drew hundreds of drawings for the show, but most of them were never shown and ready to be packed. When Jiu saw a pile of drawings, she suggested to me a solo exhibition in her storage so that the drawings can be seen properly at least once. We invited friends to sit on the one floor of the storage, looking at the drawings and talking about them. I still remember the scene. It was my first opportunity that I looked what I have done closely and I knew what I could do as a painter. 7 years later, my paintings grew bigger and bigger, but there's no place to go. So last year, 2019, Gio hung my paintings on painting plates in her solo show, Love Your Default, at MMCA in Korea. Painting plates was a storage machine she made for the painters. I liked it a lot. Also, I really loved how my paintings look on this machine. So if I had my own house, I wanted to put it at home and hang my paintings up to store and to see. The machine moves left and right with depth and allows you to see the paintings left and right back and forth together. It was an ideal machine for painters. I hope Love Your Depot keeps going well continuously so that I can store my paintings 10 years later and 20 years later. Because I'd like to keep putting my paintings on painting plates for big painting again and again. Forever Love Your Depot.
As a huge beneficiary of Gio's storage space, I'm very honored to have a chance to add words to celebrate Gio's nomination as 2020 Artist of the Year. About a decade ago, Gio rented a moderately sized residential unit to fit her works in and kindly offered me one of the rooms to use as my studio so I could practice making exhibitions there. And we made its name as Even the Neck to make it work like a proper organization. And that was the very first time her storage space was open to the public in the form of the exhibition. And there are artists and writers who didn't previously have much exposures in the field, including myself, were able to take the chance to practice making exhibitions there. And at the end, the space became like a station. So some artists could stop by and loosely gather together to share their thoughts and their discourses about their works. And for me, it was like a very natural and organic process to learn how an organization can be born and even an institution can be formed from that, which I feel very grateful to Gio for such huge learning. And I'm so greatly and deeply and mentally happy that she's nominated with her storage filled with other artists' works and activities as 2020 Artist of the Year.
Hello, my name is Charles Escher, and I'm really delighted to be able to be part of this opening of Gio Ree's Love Your Depot. I'd like to congratulate Gio herself and also the Korean Cultural Centre in London for this exhibition. I only wish I could be there to see it. However, I think that this exhibition reflects on, for me, a long friendship with Gio that goes back to the early years of this century. And I've seen her work develop in many different ways and take different shapes. She had a solo exhibition some years ago in the Van Abbe Museum in Eindhoven, where I work. but I've also seen her exhibitions in numerous other places. Um, and I think that Love Your Depot, in a way, encapsulates much of the work itself, even in all its diversity. And I'd say there are two things that bring it together for me. One is Gio's generosity, her generosity obviously to fellow artists, which I think this is clearly there to allow them to store the work, but also her generosity to material things, to the objects, to the art itself. I think that Love Your Depot is centered around an idea of care for people, but also care for things. And rather like we have processes of organic life, where we care for them, we try to make them come back into society, or we say goodbye to them. Love Your Depot is taking the idea of art and artists' commitment to producing things seriously. And I think that generosity and care has always been part of Gio's work right from the very beginning. The other aspect that I see coming back in her work is this idea of the materiality of things and how important that material is. She's often recycling or reusing or trying to convert one thing, one machine designed for one purpose into another machine designed for another purpose. And always in a way trying to care for what is around rather than imagine that the solution lies in some new product somewhere in a shop. Actually, where we can really do with in these days is a kind of approach which is not only towards recycling, but I think also towards degrowth. We don't need so much, but when we have things, let us use them in the best possible way and let us use them with care and with consideration. And that's the core, I think, of Love Your Depot. And it's something that I think has a message for us all, not only within the art world, although art is a very particular object, as Gio makes clear in the project, but also in how we address our relationship with the material world in all its facets. So I'm really delighted that this work is having now more international attention, and that it can be seen in London now. And I do hope that Gio enjoys the day, that the Cultural Centre is happy with the work. I'm sure they are, and that also it continues to grow. That's one of the important things about Gio's work, I think. Just like to add one final point in a way, or one final memory, is that I think I was there at the beginning of this whole project because I was at a small exhibition space that Gio had set up in an apartment in Seoul around 8 years ago or so. And in that apartment, she had her own work stored, and then had found a space to have a small gallery. And in that gallery, I think some of the most interesting younger artists from Korea actually passed through and showed their work. And that again demonstrates her generosity, but also this idea of turning at that time a depot for her own work into an exhibition space for other people's work, is mirrored in a way in Love Your Depot, which also turns this idea of storage into something active and something where the work itself or the ideas about the work can be changed, can be thought about, can be received by a public. And that's something that I think we wouldn't necessarily expect or think about from an individual artist producing work for themselves and building their career. So I'd really like to congratulate Gio also for this exhibition, and I hope that Love Your Depot goes around the world and appears in many guises in many different cities. So good luck, and thank you for giving me this opportunity. Bye.
Dear Gio, this is Heyun. Herzlichen Glückwunsch zur Eröffnung deiner Ausstellung Love Your Spot in London. Einmal schlug sie etwas in einer Form Artist in Residency vor, damit ich in einem Zimmer arbeiten konnte. Die Wohnung war für sie auch nur vorläufig als ihr Lagerhaus nutzte. Nach ein paar Monaten habe ich in dem Raum meine Einzelausstellung gemacht. Honestly, as a person who knew her thinking and inspiration of this project long before, I wish this works going on also in something variable and flexible formats that she's been maybe doing already from the past. And it can be already meaningful as it is her sympathy, empathy, and earnestness as an artist to the world. So, Juyo, I wish you a big luck as you wrote in one of your drawings. All the best. Bye.
안에 있었던 사람 한 명으로서 창고 자체가 좀더 원하는 일들을 할 수 있었다는 게
things and or devices.
그냥 이 팀대포가 잘 됐으면 좋겠어요.
To place or hang their poems, paintings, and sculpture on our devices, and activate them, creating a series of narrative.
Hi, Juyo. This is Sung-hwan, and I'm in Honolulu, as you know, in Hawaii, and we have many hours of difference. Almost we're in the opposite side of the earth. So I'm sorry that I cannot be there. Congratulations for your exhibition in London. I really wish that I could be there, and but I think your exhibition is relating to the work that you showed in MMCA Korea last year, and I was there. And also, as you know, we talked a lot about this subject. And recently, for this occasion, I was thinking about these containers that archaeologists discovered, have been discovering under Earth since a long time ago in the past. And these containers don't have the objects that they used to contain, these perishable objects. And I think around this time, where there's so many things around border, nationality, identity, and the tension between human survival and microspecies are happening, when the artists are making a work about how to contain and store or maintain the works that they have made, it could be seen as it's related to vanity. And one could wonder why this is so important, especially around a time like this. I know that you were, while you're preparing for this exhibition, your dog that you had for about 18 years died, and you had to struggle through thinking about that very issue, about survival of life versus vanity that is attached to that. And while one sees another containing unit, a containing piece, the idea of the storage and collection of the storage itself, that's been going on throughout history, that people are fascinated by things that contain other objects. I think when I see what you're doing, I also see what kind of things are being contained. Is it something that I don't know what to say after this. I don't think I have to conclude, because also I haven't seen it, this exhibition. But I know that there is something about what you want it to contain, even for a little bit, because there are things that last for a long time. For example, containers made of sturdier, more rigorous material. And then there, even as a content, the content that is more powerful, that is more that has a longer lifespan. But then there, as we know, when we live through it, there are things that just peel off constantly, like the skin cells, that is a very important part of our surface, but without our acknowledging it, just perishes all the time. And I think of what you are looking at to be giving some kind of presence or emphasis, essence of having been there for the things that usually go away and do not even have the containers to be found in the future. Well, I know that much, I think. And I haven't seen this exhibition. I wish that I had seen it. I think it's... I know that there are not so many people who will be there in presence, but I hope you feel great about having opened the show around this time and have a meaningful day today. Bye.
Hi, Juyo, it's David. Congratulations on your exhibition. I'm just thinking back to when we met almost 20 years ago. Coming up soon on 20 years. But you remember you were making your Hangang Han River video and you asked me to make some music for it. So I was listening to Han River Don't Worry, Hangang Kenchana, and thought maybe we could just listen to it together, considering Don't Worry is a good mantra for the moment. So, congrats again, and Kenchana.
Hi everyone. Welcome to the exhibition. We're just going to give you a little tour of the place, so enjoy.
Soyeon did this coordinator job for this like complicated exhibition actually.
Yes, yeah.
How is it?
It's really fun actually. I'm having a lot of fun. There's a lot of different kinds of performances like you saw, and there's a lot to see in this exhibition.
Yeah. Well, this is really London. Look at this double deck bus.
It's raining at the moment.
Right, as always.
As always, exactly.
Right, I didn't have my coffee yet. Oh, this is actually, for me, it's still morning. Right, so we're going to start, actually, no, like, I was supposed to do this, like, what is it, the vlog? Do you know vlog?
Yeah, so it's like showing your daily life, kind of what
Something
you're
like that,
doing.
yeah.
What you're doing.
I'm not quite into it. I'm more into ASMR. Yeah, because I always experience the insomnia. So I just
something
like something quiet and like whispering something. So next time probably online our website. I'm gonna learn to how to just like do vlog. But now I don't think I can do it.
Okay.
So probably I can just like try to do this.
So people are saying that our voice is a bit quiet.
Because this is ASMR.
Everyone put your volumes up.
Yeah, this is like really new. Can you get into it?
Yeah.
Get into it and say hello. Say hello to everybody. that like behind the desk. That desk is actually hanging desk. So this is like chroma key room. You know, like you do it everything and you basically put whatever landscape behind you, right? In the computer.
So it's like
Magic room. Right. With these like things. And also this is like my kind of new area for this like depot. This is like goodbye.
A goodbye room?
No, was it goodbye service? Yeah.
A goodbye service.
Yeah, it was goodbye service.
So it's for your past works.
Not just me. I was just wondering if I could this time, if I could talk about dismantling, not just dismantling, like throwing work away, how we do it. So this is really kind of implication of the place that things are going away, and we say goodbye to it. So the reason I want to have it here, I didn't have this like area, like dismantling goodbye area in previous MNCA project, but this time I particularly emphasize. I want to emphasize
the goodbye service.
Goodbye service, because like there's like materials. You know, when you actually take work apart, there are going to be some materials.
Yes.
And then something's going to be burned, something's not, and then something should be probably recycled, like metals and stuff. Right. So then we can talk about what's the artist, what's art like.
The artist's role?
No, the move, like significant move, like really like what artist did and what material did. I mean, like what was the industrial process did to this to make the object like art object. Right. So.
Might continue.
Yeah. So that's gonna be very nice way of talk about materiality of art, or like the body of art, how it composes and things like that. So yeah,
it's
that's
like saying
why
goodbye.
Yeah, saying goodbye
to the materials.
Right. This is broadcasting room. It says like on air. And they're doing all this. They're like magical people. Come here. Where are you? They're
all resting.
Yeah. So I can't believe. But
these are our cameras.
They're all that stuff here. Hey. And the bananas and things. They skipped lunch. Oh yeah? Oh, is that right? So, you know what? I can. This is my work. Look at this. This is like crates inside. I just put this time, especially, I just put a movie in it, and they're all my work. But I'm gonna continue to do. The vlog, right? In this week, promise. So I'll let you know.
We'll have another video.
Yeah, of course, like a series of videos.
Yes, a series of videos.
And this is all the details of the work. They're coming from all the big crates and boxes.
This was a performance table.
Yeah.
Performances were on just then. This was also a work from your past exhibition.
Yeah, everything actually. Yeah. I didn't have any others work this time because of this like COVID.
Yes.
And only my work as an industry. This interesting work, performance, and all this videos and things.
Mhm.
So something's going on.
Mhm.
A lot of things going on. Yeah, like continue to going on. Should I sing a song? Probably no time for singing.
A short song?
People, I'm sorry. I'll practice and then I'll do it next video. Promise. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So not allowed to come out. Too dangerous.
It is too dangerous.
Yeah. So this is actually the screen. The Team Depot gonna project their performance and other working material on this screen. So there gonna be some screening on this net today. And over there, they're like, who's this person?
He's a professional photographer.
Ah, I see.
He's
So it's like, yeah, I see. So they're like, basically, in front of him, his camera. There's like some lighting things, far away. Yeah, that's like, that's like in lighting. Yeah, unidentified in lighting over there. So it's things covered, but still shining. Right.
You can see all the works from up here.
Right. So I'm gonna stand up and probably show some stage I made. Actually, I'll commission it. Right. Here.
It was all hand painted.
Yeah, and hand painted, right? My hand became black. So hand painted, and here we go. It's outside is not cold at all, but she's always covered by that thing.
I'm always cold.
Yeah. So this is actually a appearing hole. So the performer, mostly Jisoo, will appear here. It's really I like the view in MMCA last show. Yeah, and my favorite view is like up on this office actually. We have like better it's like twice bigger. Somehow bigger than this stage. And I provide the team depot to work there, like the place to work, because they don't have like privacy. So I make some height for them, so like audience cannot really look at them. I mean like look at their body, but they can't look at their books or computer or anything like that. So that was kind of like
Same grid.
yeah, same grid. It's actually from the Queen's Museum, like a long story. So I'll do it later. So this is the view. Actually, I quite. This is the behind the wall. There's like there's the place we started, right?
The green room.
Green room and the goodbye service behind this room. So this is.
And then we also built the rails on the side.
Because this is I call it like cow fence.
A cow fence.
I didn't like this wall actually. I just asked the curator Cha Jaemin to knock it down, but she said, "Oh, it's too complicated. Like she needs a lawyer to do that actually." So I was like, "Okay," but I wanted to kind of like extend the height of the gallery piece. So I like the Yeah, the ceiling is very nice. It's like a real depot, but it has a gallery wall. So I really want to do something about this, but yeah. But like there's
Wow.
yeah,
You spent a
lighting
lot
as
of
well.
time.
It's not perfect yet. I have to. Yeah, nothing else. Lighting is always hard part.
It's different.
And yeah, it's like I have this like some lights. It has to be on, but not today.
Not today.
But like probably weekend. We're gonna add up some like lighting touch-ups and some details.
Okay.
Yeah, by then, right?
Yes, hopefully
Yes.
by tomorrow when the exhibition opens.
Right. So how do they come? How did the audience come? You know?
They have to book. So
Right.
if you can call our centre at the
Call?
KCC UK, yeah.
You have to really call.
Or you can email us and we can make a booking for you.
Right.
2 people from the same household can come,
Right.
and a total of 10 people. We have 5 different slots throughout the day. So just give us an email and we can book you in
So
for you to
basically,
come.
how much time they can spend? In
You
the
can
gallery?
spend 1 hour. So
1 hour.
one
Oh,
slot
wow.
is for 1 hour.
Right. That's nice. Come to actually see it. There are so many details that cannot be shown in the camera. Like I mean, in the computer screen. So Jaemin, it's really like, thank you. Here, thanks. So it's really the end of the opening. Do you wanna say anything? She likes the opening.
I really did. I really liked the opening, and it was honor to work with Gio and then Team Depot and also Sohyun and everyone else.
Oh, that's it?
That's it. And
Do you
please come to the exhibition.
Yeah, that's it.
And then see the works here and there, and then enjoy the vibe
Right.
of the storage as well. And then you can actually sit on the stage. Maybe you can go into, you can see the crate cinema.
Oh, is it people? The audience allowed to come up to the stage? That's good. Actually, that's
I
good.
was
I was
thinking to do
I was
that.
thinking because
Yeah.
like we don't really have a lot of audience at the same
No.
time.
So I
We
mean,
had
like,
so many audience in the MMCA at the same
Yeah.
like hundreds.
I think it's fine. Like
So
they
it's
can
really
work
dangerous
out.
to come out. But
So-
this is really this is a really good opportunity. They can really have this like view.
So please come.
Yeah. please come. And hey guys, say goodbye to our participants, audiences, friends. 고마워요. 지호, 동현, 지수 그리고 우리의 서울 프로듀서 파트너 종혁, are you there? Are you there? 너무너무 고마워요. 너무너무 예쁜 온라인 뭐라죠? 플랫폼이죠. 그리고 it's gonna go on. It's gonna go on. Oh yeah. We have like a Seoul producer who's sitting now in Seoul and really collaborate with all the broadcasting and the website, all those things. Jonghyuk, thank you so much to Jonghyuk from all of us. And then it's gonna go on, right? It's all the we're gonna work here on stage and green room and really update all this content. So please come to see it. See it on online. I mean online if you're away. Bye. 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 Bye.